Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of First and Last, and in fact, the first episode of Season 6. I am Josh, and with me I've got Joe.
Hey, man.
And Jimmy.
What is up?
Nothing much.
Dogs.
You guys enjoying your alone time still?
So alone.
I don't know. I feel like it's weirdly been maybe more social than my normal life is, just for all of these like digital happy hours.
That's so true.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. We were all hanging out and watching something, and we stayed online for such a long time and hung out. And I'm like, I would have gone home way before this if we were like all hanging out at someone else's house.
Yeah.
But since I'm just at home.
I've also drank a lot more because of these things than I have in real life.
Yeah, same.
I think that's true as well for me. Maybe we'll get bored of drinking some way halfway through this quarantine.
Yeah, maybe. I also just have more booze in the house than I like ever thought I did. Like, I haven't been to a liquor store in months.
You just keep finding booze?
Just drinking what we have, yeah.
Plow through it.
That's impressive. I've been to a liquor store multiple times in the past month, I think. So there, I win.
Yep.
Much more adventurous than me.
Yep. Joe, for people just tuning into this podcast, how does this work?
It's a podcast called First and Last. We take a TV show and watch only the first and only the last episode. It's typically not a show we've seen, so if you're tuning in hoping to get some like in-depth discussion about, I don't know, Oprah, whatever show we're doing today.
That's it. How did you know?
It's going to be not a very informed take on that show because we are only watching the first and the last, and that's about it.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it probably wouldn't work good for like a show like Oprah. Actually, we did Fear Factor a couple weeks ago, and that worked fine.
Yeah, it all works out in the end.
Yeah.
It's an episode in the books, no matter what, right?
No matter what, it's a wedding at the end. It all ends up the same.
Yeah, it was weird. It's weird that Fear Factor ended in a wedding.
Yeah, Rogan got married. It's weird.
To whoever won that week, he was like,
yeah,
to the girl from the Cosby Show.
Yeah, and
she
like
quit.
a roach was the officiant.
Yeah, and a bull testicle was the witness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Both the testicles.
Why do you? I feel like you said that a lot. We didn't see an ounce of bull semen that whole time. You're still talking about it.
Jimmy
it's
was
there, man.
denied
I'm
his
sure
semen.
it's there. I watched one other episode, and that was the WWE one, and there was no semen or testicles in that one either. So
Inconclusive.
Bummer.
maybe it's just an urban legend that the show contains testicles.
You know what show also doesn't contain testicles?
What show?
I don't think is the Newsroom.
Oh,
Have you guys seen that show?
there's no testicles?
Not that I recall.
Is this an Aaron Sorkin show?
It is.
Oh, and I think you
Absolutely.
had this on. Was this number one on your like top of the decade?
Yep.
Jimmy liked the
I believe
show.
It was.
He's going with a risky move here, showing how much, seeing if we like the show or not.
Yeah, I figured we're quarantining, so we're doing this separately. So really, I'll just like send you guys off to watch this show that I've already seen multiple times, and I'll just go like hang out, get on the treadmill.
Like 3 seasons on the hobo,
Yep.
starring Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, my guy, my man. Emily Mortimer, if you know her.
I'm looking at a
Olivia Munn.
Wikipedia picture of Emily Mortimer right now, and I think, wasn't she in 30 Rock? Doesn't she have like avian bird syndrome?
I am. Wait a minute.
Probably.
Hold on a second.
Like she's got like bird bones. Like that's like her like disease or something.
She's like they're hollow.
Yeah.
She's very light.
Uh-huh.
She's Mary Poppins, isn't she? She in the Mary Poppins Returns.
No, that's Emily Blunt. It's like a
Wait.
different British Emily.
Oh, so Mary Poppins Returns is different then,
Yeah.
because Emily Mortimer is in that.
Oh.
But maybe she isn't Mary Poppins in that. I just
maybe
assumed
there's-
she was.
Maybe there's just two Emilys in
There's
that.
just a lot of British people.
All right. Yeah, so you said 3 seasons. Was this on? 2012 to 2014.
Yeah.
It was an HBO darling for a while.
Yeah. Because it's the best.
My impression of the show is that it's a cable news network and they're like breaking stories and shit and there's drama.
It's a network news.
Oh, network.
I believe it's network. Yeah.
How fast do we get into the walk and talk? Is it like the opening scene, or do they wait 10 minutes?
I think Aaron Sorkin kind of got away from the walk and talk on this.
He's trying to retire the walk and talk?
Yeah.
It's not even a
Lot
Sorkin
of
show
stand
then,
and talk.
right? He perfected the stand and talk, the sit and talk.
Trying something new. But Jane Fonda is also in this. She's excellent. What's his name? Have you guys seen Grace and Frankie? Was a Netflix show.
Yeah. Isn't Jane Fonda in that?
Yeah, but the guy who's not Martin Sheen, which is funny because he's the president in The West Wing, is a major character in the Newsroom, and I can't remember his name. I'll get it. Oh, and
Okay.
Dev Patel. Slumdog.
Oh, okay, that guy.
Slumdog fame.
I'm just doing some Wikipedia clicks right now, going like, who is
Yeah.
this?
I'm all over
Sam
this Wikipedia.
Sam Waterston is the guy I'm thinking of. He's in like a CSI or something.
I don't even see him on the list. Oh, here he is. Yeah, he looks like a guy that would work in a newsroom.
Yeah, right. He's a beloved character on this show.
So I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna dive into what's gonna happen in this first episode.
Let's hear it.
Jimmy, you can tell me when I'm right, okay? Breaking news.
Mhm.
Terrorism hits America.
So 9/11. You think this show starts with 9/11?
Starts
Is
with
it like an
9/11.
alternate universe 9/11 though? It's like 316.
I think I think it's
because
not. I
it
don't-
starts after 9/11, right? This show.
I would say probably not like maybe terrorism, maybe natural disaster, but it seems a little ambiguous at first. They're like, we got to keep looking into this. We're not quite sure what happened here, kind of thing. So I think it probably starts with people like hanging out, like in the newsroom, but like news isn't happening, and then someone's like, "Shit, Donnie, we need to get on air because some crazy stuff is going on." Is anybody in this show named Donnie?
There's a character named Don.
All right,
Damn it, Donnie.
Not once
Get
do
the
they call
script
him
out there,
Donnie.
Donnie. We'll do it live, Donnie. Does anyone say we'll do it live?
Probably, right?
Oh, man.
I can't say that for sure, but it's got to happen.
And then the other thing we find out is someone's having an affair.
Ooh.
Who isn't?
I mean, I'm saying at least one person's having
Jane
an affair.
Fonda?
If there's multiple, they'll take it. I'll get 1 point for every person adulterating.
Oh, man.
I'm remembering there's like an often shared clip of this show where like I think it is Jeff Daniels.
Yes.
He's talking about like how like America sucks now.
Yep.
Is that like in the pilot?
That was a viral thing. I feel like I still see that pop up through like Facebook every like 6 months.
Yeah. Like, we used to be good. No, we're not.
I think I've seen that too.
You have to have if you've had social media in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Or what is
have.
this? 8 years.
If you have older aunts or uncles on social media, this has been shared to your wall.
Yep.
All right. Well,
check back on your posts.
I definitely try to avoid most everything involving Facebook.
Yeah, it's a total
on
boomer
daily
meme.
basis.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I
All
refuse
right,
to say. I refuse
So I
to
think
say.
the show opens. I think the show opens with some sort of Jeff Daniels talk, if not that one from the boomer memes.
Okay.
I'm into it. See, I'm into something like that happening, and then the bad stuff that I talked about happened, and then ends in adulteration.
Okay. Love it.
Yeah.
Solid TV show formula there.
Yeah, we did it. Way to go, boys.
That's the perfect show.
Way to make the newsroom better before even watching it.
Is it the Newsroom? Yeah, it looks
It's
like the
the
Wikipedia has
Newsroom.
the Newsroom.
Yep.
Thine newsroom.
Yep.
This is the first episode called Pilot.
Nope.
Do they hate? Ooh, good for them.
It's called We Just Decided To.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, they did. 2.14 million viewers. That's not that many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HBO.
It was HBO though. So
That's 100% of the people that had HBO in 2012.
Yeah, probably. All those rich families in 2012 that had HBO.
Anything down from that is less than 100% of HBO viewers.
Fair enough. Well, should we just decide to watch this pilot now?
Yeah, I'm into it.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Well, we'll see you after that, listeners, with breaking news on how good the pilot of Newsroom is. Hey, we're back. We're done with the first episode of Newsroom, The Newsroom, starring Jeffrey Daniels,
The beloved.
the beloved Jeffrey
Yeah,
Daniels.
Sir Jeffrey Daniels.
Can you be? I feel like we've actually talked about this. Can you be knighted if you're not British?
I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
Bummer. You got a write up first, Jim?
I do. So this is episode 1, We Just Decided To. After delivering a public speech on America's shortcomings as a nation during a question and answer session at Northwestern University, acclaimed ACN anchor Will McAvoy returns to his job to find that most of his staff have left or are leaving, and that his new executive producer is his ex-girlfriend, Mackenzie McHale. His boss, Charlie Skinner, explains that he has hired McHale to build on Will's performance at Northwestern and create a new, improved version of ACN News. Breaking news about a potentially disastrous oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico hits. McHale's choice for her number 2, Jim Harper, ascertains that the oil leak is uncappable and will flood the Gulf of Mexico. He lobbies for that to be the focus of any reporting rather than the search for survivors, since the environmental disaster is the larger and more important story. Newsnight does an hour show on the event, interviewing sources that no other network had on air. Mackenzie tells Jim that he should romance Maggie Jordan, even though Maggie is going out with the departing Newsnight producer Don Kiefer. Mackenzie promotes Maggie from Will's assistant to an associate producer. The opening scene at Northwestern takes place on March 30th, 2010. The rest of the episode takes place on April 20th, 2010, which is the real date of the Deep Horizon oil spill.
420, 2010?
420. Someone was high while putting in that
Obviously.
cement.
Obviously the reason.
So yeah, so the big like pilot, like fire starter to the show is that there's this guy, Will, who people refer to as like the Jay Leno of nightly news because he's just
He's safe.
Yeah, he's safe. He tries to not show his biases and like he tries to not offend everybody and like play nice with everybody. And then he just like goes off at this forum at Northwestern and talks about how America like isn't as exceptional as everyone thinks it is. And then so everybody is all like up in arms about this guy just like going off, and then they decide to just ride that out and go, hey, what if this was you now? If this just like the real like asshole you was just the guy that hosted the news now.
I mean, okay, first of all, he goes off at the like because he thinks that he sees Mackenzie who's prodding him in the audience. And then it turns out we find out at the end of the pilot that she was actually doing that. And then Charlie Skinner, who's what is his role? He's like the boss of Newsnight.
He's like he's in charge of news. He's the guy in charge of the news.
And he wears a bow tie.
Yeah, and and Will finds out through this episode that he's kind of orchestrated this, that he's going to bring in Mackenzie, who's his ex-girlfriend, but also knows how to like prod him into doing the news more better.
Fitter, happier, more productive.
Yeah. He was a fun character. I wrote Mr. Skinner the drunk boss. That's what I wrote for him.
Yeah. I mean, you and I both described completely different like plots like plot synopsises for this show, and they're both right. Like all of that was happening.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
It did.
Yeah.
It started off with that famous like YouTube like clip or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was right that the show starts with that like boomer jam. It's like it's like part in the USA for boomers. They just love it. They love the sound of it, of an old white guy talking about how like America isn't as good as it used to be.
That's so weird to me because he's like, America's not as great as it used to be, and these are the reasons. And I'm like, you're describing the things that boomers did to make it not as great anymore.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
None of the young people are in charge making these decisions. Like, you're mad at yourselves, but you're blaming it on us.
There is a point where, like, at the beginning when he's saying, like, no, America isn't exceptional, like, we're behind in this, for, like, that part of it, I'm like, yeah, this dude's right. And then when he's like, and you, like, and he's, like, talking to the college student, he's like, you're part of the worst generation ever. I'm just like, whoa, let's back up here. Like, what did this college student have to do? Yeah.
It's just so silly. It's like when like our parents would be like, I think it was kind of after we were done with grade school, but I feel like people are like, I'm so sick of these kids getting participation awards and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you're giving these kids the rewards.
These little kids aren't demanding trophies.
Yeah. If anything, the little kids are like, I know this trophy isn't real.
Yeah. Exactly. If any, there's kids that are like keeping score because they're like, we're playing a game. Like, we're trying to win. Like, you gave me a ribbon because I didn't score. Like, what? I don't. And then you're mad at the little kid because he's like a wimp.
Yeah. So there is a little bit of like self-righteousness in this like opening promo. Well, and like the thing is, so this first scene where he goes off on how like America isn't exceptional, like that's what gets shared across like boomer Facebook internet. But then later in the show,
own internet.
Later in the show where like they expand the point through Mackenzie, where she says that, yeah, you're right, that like it's not exceptional anymore, but like we can make it better. And like they're, you know, she talks about like that like 5% or something that can like make a big difference by just like trying to make things better. And like that doesn't get posted to the internet. It's just the part about where you get to shit on millennials.
Yeah.
They all suck and they need better jobs. Make this.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I mean that's like I kind of like smirked at that in the beginning, but I was just like, okay, I think I'm still like along for the ride though.
Yeah,
I think part of it is like that this guy, like he's not whatchamacallit. He's kind of an anti-hero as they're presenting him. Like they're not trying to present him as like this guy's got it all together and like we need to listen to him. It's like he's smart, but like he is an asshole and he can be wrong about things.
Yeah.
I like unlike when they give you a character, say like David Duchovny, who's just a douche the whole time.
Yeah, and things just
kind of
work out
thing.
for him.
And things just work out. They have at least for Jeff Daniels' character Will, they were like, this guy. They were like, you've been a dick for like 3 years. Like, remember when you used to be nice? And throughout even the course of this episode, you could see him starting to realize, like, we didn't really see him. We saw him being a dick during this episode, but like, they were talking about like, you used to be like, you've been bad, like for a while. And you could tell throughout the course of this episode, he's like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should grow up a little bit, or like, kind of like treat these people like humans and like show gratitude. And he's already like, not that he's fully learned it and he's gonna be a dick still, but they've even shown like character growth for him and saying like he's understanding already, and he seems to at least have that on his mind, even though he's obviously not going to change overnight.
Yeah. And I think one thing that like helps balance it out a lot is having the character of Mackenzie to like be the counterweight to him, and like she's presented as being as smart as him, and can kind of put him in his place. So I feel like that helps. There wasn't a counterbalance like that in a show like Californication.
Sure it was. It was that 16-year-old girl who tricked him into banging him.
Yeah, great.
She's the moral conscience of that show.
That's the compass right there. And that's why that show didn't make any sense.
Oof. Okay, so we do have some other pretty sweet characters who I'm into. First of all, Josh said, like, caught on to this. So we've got Jim and Maggie, and that's who Mackenzie is trying to get Jim to the write-up says to romance Maggie Jordan.
I didn't like get that part. I must have missed that part where Mackenzie was like romance her or something like that. I kind of like missed that. I just saw them interact.
It was real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw them interacting like at the end, and I was like, well, she's not going to be dating Dom the whole time. She's got his boy.
Yeah, you said like her name might as well be Pam.
Yeah, because his name's Jim.
And my notes say straight up Jim and Pam is what this is. This will they, won't they scenario. She's with somebody else in the office. It's excellent.
I heard that they planned on breaking up Jim and Pam in the last season of The Office, for real.
Oh, no.
What?
Boo.
Weird.
That's why they did that weird, like, what was it? Not the cameraman, the microphone, the mic guy or whatever, who like talked to Pam and stuff.
Oh.
Like they did that little thing. They were like deciding whether or not they were like gonna start putting in stuff to like break them up, because they were fighting a lot at some points. And then they just and then they wussed out and they didn't do it.
That would have been weird.
It would have been weird, but
I'd have been so
pissed. You know,
after all that, like, will they, won't they? They like, you're gonna now tear them. Anyway,
they were gonna make it be real life. Fun things, fun other things, not really technically show related, but news related on what we listen to, is the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. By the way, it lasted a little over 4.5 months. Oof. And it spilled 210 million gallons of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. Nice. 11 people were killed, and somehow BP is still a company. So
that's fun.
So there's that.
So that's.
I think they got like they got fined in total at the end, like it was like $65 billion. So
Okay, well,
it wasn't
that
enough.
just shows how
because
much money they have.
When
They
was that?
have
That was
well more than
2010 or something?
Yeah,
What's that? Yeah,
That was
2010.
2010. Gotcha. I'm
2020.
just trying to figure out
2010.
timeline here.
Yeah.
So
I enjoyed that they incorporated a real thing,
Yeah.
and they did it well. I thought,
Mm-hmm.
So
because
this
I was
show-
like, wait, this happened. This is they're saying the real names of these things.
Yeah. When it started to come together, I was like, wait, this happened, right? This is like exactly what happened.
Yeah. This is right on. I went to the Wikipedia to read it, and I was like, Halliburton. Yeah, it's right there. It's all right there.
So did you guys catch that? Will is a Republican.
I mean, I thought he was. I mean, he's an
Okay.
old white rich guy, so I just kind of
Sure.
assumed he was a Republican.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, I only caught that when he mentioned it at the end about meeting Mackenzie's dad.
Right.
Yeah. That's when I was like, okay, there you go.
I think
I assumed he was one or the other, but he was just kind of cool with saying both parties are stupid and everyone's an idiot. Basically, it was his MO.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, I
a
feel-
Biden voter for sure.
I feel like I was
We
caught
just need
when
civility
I first,
back.
when I first saw this show. I was caught off guard. I think by that because of The West Wing, which is like a Democratic White House
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and stuff. But the way it seems presented in this show, is like smart Republican basically equals a Democrat or something. But
Yeah.
so I'm not sure.
Well,
exactly.
he could be more like a Rockefeller Republican, I believe, if I'm saying this term correctly.
Okay.
Which is essentially like a lot of Republican stuff, but they still believe in like social issues and helping, like a Democrat would, kind of thing. So they're like want to take care of people, but also be a Republican.
Okay. So not a.
They want to keep all the money that they earn, but they also want to like help people and spend some of it on that when they.
So not
that's
like
good.
all the money.
Well, no, you want to keep. I mean, you earned it, you know. It's your money. You only need to give up your money if you spill hundreds of millions of gallons of oil into water somewhere. Then you have to give up some of the money.
Yeah, even then
Yeah.
it's just some.
Yeah, not all. No, God, no, not all.
I
Joe,
like
what did?
when he described it as like when he described the oil spill as the most predictable disaster.
Oh, yeah, this is going to happen at some point.
Yeah, he's like, you didn't have a backup plan for the most predictable disaster that you could have done.
Ugh.
Yeah, I like that too. Joe, what did you think about this as a pilot? Since neither me or you have seen this show.
I mean, it was a lot. I mean, granted, it was 75 minutes, so it's like extra long to give that time. But like,
Yeah,
you
short
definitely
movie.
you got to feel for the main character, and you also got to feel for the type of things that they're gonna do, like just breaking news stories of real life events.
Yeah.
They do a lot of setup or like planting of seeds of like, here's a little bit of this character and like just like the relationship type stuff. And that kind of stuff I don't really care about. I feel like that's hard to weave into a story that you're already doing this big oil spill thing, that like once the oil spill news comes in, like none of this stuff with like Don and Margaret or whatever matters. Like it's hard to care about. Like I wonder if like I don't know if you could like completely take that stuff out of the pilot, but it's definitely like hard to pay attention to that stuff when this like crazy stuff is going on.
I mean, Don and Margaret being an item and Jim probably stealing Margaret from Don doesn't matter at all.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
Really. I do like the dichotomy of what they did. If they started like maybe the first like quarter of the episode was like character building and relationship stuff and how they did that, and then they just stopped and they're like, now we're just like showing you the news, but also some behind the scenes, and it's like maybe a mid-season episode of like, this is in an intense show, but you know it's on the back of this new producer, this new executive producer's in and wants to change the news to be something more like this.
Yeah.
So you already know like what it's happening.
It's a hard balance between like having the work that they're doing be very serious and like still having that personal stuff going on in the background. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they do that a lot in West Wing, where it's like there's like serious like policy stuff going on with the president, but also like we're trying to figure out like what to do about my wife or something. I don't watch the West Wing, but I have a feel that like I've seen a few episodes and I've seen that happening. And I feel like I don't know, it might be tough for this show if they're going to keep doing breaking news every week, for that personal stuff to matter. We'll see.
Yeah. Because I kind of thought my favorite part about the episode in general was, the boomer speech at the beginning, and like basically anytime Jeff Daniels was talking, I liked. But when they were doing the news and they were cutting back to like the control room and them just like reacting and doing that stuff, like I thought that was like the most fun part of the episode. Mm-hmm. But I like that they kind of put it in the like end third, like end quarter, half to third or whatever, and like they then added a little bit of story near the end too, just kind of be like, okay, we're done with this, and this is like a little bit to carry into next week, I suppose.
A little wrap up.
So it's like, yeah, I'm less invested in like these people's personal lives, but I can suffer through this at the moment to like see this really cool like news show running. If like, so I'm currently in. I would watch the second episode right now. So Jimmy,
Ooh.
so far I'm giving you a thumbs up.
Nice. So I love that you loved Jeff Daniels, because so like Pasta Pals will know that, you know, my Aaron Sorkin love runs deep. But my love for Jeff Daniels also runs pretty deep.
How deep?
Beyond like just Dumb and Dumber, which is such a weird like difference between these two characters. But you guys have seen the first Speed, right?
Oh, yeah.
The first Speed?
The first
you mean Speed
movie? It's called Speed.
Speed.
Oh,
You guys have
Speed
taken
1, got it.
Speed, right?
I
You guys
mean,
are on
in all
Speed right
fairness, I do kind of like Speed 2 Cruise Control, because it's on a boat.
So bad. Speaking
It's not a good movie, but it's great.
Don plays Jimmy in the John Wick movies.
I just watched John Wick 1 again, like last week.
You didn't recognize Don?
No.
That's right. I was talking about characters and I've stopped. Charlie Skinner, so he's Sam Waterston. He was in Law and Order, not.
I can only think about
Whatever
his name is Skinner, so I can only think of Deputy Director Skinner from the X-Files. Like that's like the person with the last name Skinner. That's who I think about. So
Yeah, Charlie. They call him Charlie. Mackenzie. She's also in Scream 3. Did you guys know that?
Dude, no one knows who's
Emily
in,
Mortimer?
no one knows who's in Scream 3.
I feel like you guys are big Scream guys.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, Scream is great,
All right.
but like Scream 3,
Okay, do you recognize Maggie, though? Allison Pill?
I recognize her, but I don't know what she's from.
She's in... Well, the thing that I know her from is Kim in Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yeah, that is her. Okay.
She's also... So she's the drummer. And she's also in the new Picard show, which makes me really want to start watching that even more.
Oh, wait, I got it. Okay, I think I know. Yeah, I think I know who she is. I've only seen 3 episodes of the new Picard show.
Okay.
I gotta catch back up.
She's also in Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen with Lindsay Lohan.
Don't care about that. Don't care about that.
And Jim, I guess Jim was in Westworld, I think this season for a few episodes.
I've only seen Westworld season 1. You took away my HBO, Jimmy. I've fallen off on.
Sorry. And apparently he was in a couple episodes of West Wing and 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I don't think I ever saw that.
Oh, Cloverfield movies are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in all, I'm good. Jim, like Joe, are you trying to watch episode 2 because of this pilot, or are you still like up a passive observer of Newsroom and currently are just whatever?
I think passive. I think I might like scroll the Wikipedia and see if there's interesting news stories that I want to see played out on the show.
Oh, so
Okay.
many. So many.
Fair enough. Should we get into predictions?
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
guys got predicals?
I do. Yeah, Jimmy, what are you doing for predictions? Are you just guessing like Jeff Daniels is wearing a red shirt or something like that? Like,
Yeah, I'll
you gonna start off
I'll
season
think-
6 with 0 points?
I'll think. Yeah, I really kind of screwed myself, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'll think of some arbitrary things. You guys go.
Okay. You want to do yours first, Joe?
Sure. I think it ends with like a big, like, face to camera speech from Will. Kind of like the end of Frasier.
Yeah, like this is Will McAvoy signing off.
We've been listening.
Yeah. I think the big story that they're doing with this one is that Osama bin Laden is dead. I was trying to trace...
I have a news story as well that I thought, but it's not that one.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of a big story between 2010 and 2014 when this aired, and
Yeah.
that's what I came up with. I think that was like
Okay.
2011 or so. I think that there's a Donald Trump reference, but just like in like a silly way of like maybe something about him like hosting The Apprentice or something, but just like in like a non-serious, like non-political way.
Oh, okay.
Which
they're not
like,
going to say like some old fool that was talking about running for president.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Home Alone 2 type cameo. Not a cameo, but a reference. Where it's just like, hey, look at this
Okay.
silly guy. Which is funny because that's not that long ago. And then my fourth one is I think that we see a pirate.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
like an R
Yeah.
pirate,
Like
or
hard R pirate.
like a Tom Hanks. What's that movie?
Captain Phillips.
Yeah, like a Captain
let's see,
Phillips pirate.
like a Somalian pirate.
Well, I wasn't gonna say it, Josh.
No, not like a classic pirate. You'll know it when you see it.
All right.
Is this your new
You know-
octopus monster for season 6?
Yeah.
Those
You know a
pirates.
pirate when you see it. Okay, I think number 1, Will retires.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think that's the end. He ain't getting married, so he probably getting retired. I think Jim and Maggie are together. Jim and Pam are together at the end of this. I think John McCain has a guest appearance.
Ooh.
I saw him on a screen in this episode.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, I think he's actually I think he speaks at some point in this episode. And then I think the big news story is they talk about Edward Snowden and the NSA.
Ah, okay.
Because that happened that happened in 2013, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was long enough so they can write a story about it.
Nice.
Those are my 4.
Okay. Okay. So I tried to come up with arbitrary things that I don't already know. So I think Will in this pilot, there's a quick bit when the news is about to start and everything's going crazy where Mackenzie says, like, who's in charge of the like attire around here or something. It's like get him suits and like Armani and whatever, and get him like blue suits and gray suits. I think he's gonna be wearing a blue suit and like a fancy suit, and he makes a deal about his fancy suit. Like a
Okay.
callback. Then I think Don's shirt is not buttoned high enough. I don't know if you noticed that in this.
I
pilot.
noticed that Don was wearing very casual clothes while everyone else was not.
He has a very
That's what I did
open-
notice that.
He's
during this
showing a
episode,
lot
yeah.
of chest, and I just remembered I never noticed that before, and I just thought to myself, like, does he shave his chest? So like I think maybe that's
Naturally
gonna be a
smooth.
thing. And then I just have a third one. Maggie is clumsy. There was a lot of like there's a lot of
Oh, she like ran into
bit
a desk
humor.
and yeah.
I think her and Jim both like tripped, and it had some like slapstick in this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maggie is clumsy.
Cool.
That's all I got.
What's this last episode called before we dive into it? I got this. I'm close.
You got it up?
Scrolling. What kind of day has it been?
It has been, right?
Has it been? What kind of day has it been?
Oh, okay.
December 14th, 2014. Just in time for Christmas.
There's also a West Wing episode with that title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn you, Sorkin.
22nd episode of season 1.
Ooh.
I almost thought that this episode was going to be called, like, But It Can Be. Like, because they made a big deal of her, like, saying, like, it's not on Mackenzie's thing. Like, America's not great, but it can be. Mm-hmm. And I almost thought, like, maybe this last episode was going to be called, like, But It Can Be. Or, like, it is now, or something like that. I don't know.
We did it.
We made America great again.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel they made America great. And so this whole current presidency is a sham because they did it in 2014 on the Newsroom. So
on HBO.
On HBO. Cool. All right. Well, should we just dive in now? Let's see this finale, see how it is.
Let's do it.
All right. Cool. We will see you, listeners, then after the finale of the Newsroom. I almost said, like, the West Wing.
Of the West Wing. Of the
West
Westworld Wing.
Season 6, we just switched shows. First, pilot of one show, finale of another. And we see if they mesh together. That's a terrible podcast. We're not doing that. All right. We'll see you after that. Bye. I don't have to say goodbye. And we're done with the Newsroom. We finished the finale called something. I forgot what it was called.
What kind of day has it been?
What kind of day has it been?
Which is also the name of some other stuff. It's the name of...
Yeah, he's used it in Sport Night and in...
Studio 6... And so the first season finales of Sports Night and Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, which is supposed to be amazing.
Okay. I don't think I know what that second one is.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody does.
Oh. Well, doesn't seem like a
first and last.
Good business plan. You got it right up, Jim?
I got it. Set around Charlie's funeral service and wake, a series of flashbacks show how this vision created the new format for Newsnight, how he hired Mac, how Mac told the young student at Will's first episode question and answer scene how to be the first at the microphone to ask a question, how Charlie led Will into becoming a better journalist, and other pre-series situations including Dawn and Sloane's first meeting. Neil returns from Venezuela and is disappointed at how the new team is running ACN Digital and tells them how they are going to rebuild it. Leona talks Pruitt into rectifying his emerging negative image with women by hiring Mac as the network president, replacing Charlie. Mac and Will find out that she is pregnant, and Will quits smoking as a result. Mac makes Jim the show's executive producer after offering the job to Dawn, who chooses to stay with and improve the 10 o'clock news show. Jim arranges for Maggie to be offered a field producer's job in D.C., and Maggie has mixed feelings about this until she talks to Sloane. And Jim offers her the senior producer position, but Maggie decides to take the job in D.C. Maggie questions why their relationship will succeed if Jim's previous long-distance relationships failed, and is caught off guard with his response, "I wasn't in love with them." The Newsroom staff prepares and broadcasts their next news night. Takes place on June 27th, 2013. Flashbacks take place 3 years earlier in 2010. So basically this show is all the backstory to the pilot.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go to the hard hitting questions right away. Jimmy, as someone who watched the show, did you like this last episode?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it ties up.
Defend yourself.
It ties up. It ties up the show, and at the same time, yeah, it gives you all this insights into the pilot. And when I was watching this, I've watched this through a number of times, and the last time I was watching it, I was like, this is a great first and last. You miss stuff about Neil, who's Dev Patel, who's has to go to Venezuela because he had like an FBI informant person, and so he was basically like a Edward Snowden kind of. No, not really, but
not really.
There is an Edward Snowden
sort
thing.
of a whistleblower.
There was a whistleblower that was his source, but because of that, he still had to leave the country for a little while until it blew over.
You're saying that was in the last season or what?
That was that's a big plot in the third season of this.
Gotcha.
Okay. I thought it was fun that they were like showing like flashbacks to like things that had happened like leading up to the pilot, and it was like you kind of it was kind of for the first and last scenario doesn't like it's like the first time we've seen Olivia Munn, so it's kind of like
right.
Nothing she's doing matters to me really,
right?
Based on that,
I forgot that
but the other like things were interesting, but I was like trying to like look more for it was looking backwards a lot, which was neat for our format, but it wasn't like looking forwards as much as I kind of was like I wanted to know like how is this ending?
Mm-hmm.
How's more?
They didn't really look forward until like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
When they were like, this person's getting this job, this person's getting promoted, this is going on.
Yep, show's going on, but here's how.
Yeah, I mean, and then that's fine. I don't think it needs to be like the show's ending kind of thing or whatever. It's just like, yeah, some people get new jobs, and it's business as usual essentially.
A little bit.
I thought it was interesting. It's kind of a little bit of 2-in-1 where it's at one place a very conventional ending in that it's not a wedding, but it is a funeral.
Yeah.
And it's like an event to bring everybody together.
Mm-hmm.
And then it ties off things that were going on, and then you get to see people who get promoted, so you get to you leave the show with like knowing where the characters are going to be. But then the flashback stuff is just like that's just like an interesting thing to show like what happened just before the pilot. I feel like I've seen that in other TV shows where not in the finale but just in other episodes where like you get a little glimpse at the characters before they got to where the show started. But this is interesting in that it did it like just before, like a couple days before where the pilot was, to just kind of it gave a feel of like a clip show, like let's look back at where we started and then where we are now without actually being a clip show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to go on record saying I'm fully comfortable having flashbacks in the last episode if they're actually like new scenes. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
There was one clip, I think, and that was Charlie Skinner saying, "We just decided to do the news well."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the only other
okay.
clips
From the
was
first episode.
him, Charlie, watching on YouTube the scene of the Northwestern College.
Yeah, and I mean
Which
that
is
was
cool.
like a quote unquote clip, but it was like what he was doing to show what he was. Yeah, so that was fine. That wasn't like clipping, really.
Yeah, and as a person who like actually watched this show, to like see them show that like, oh, this is him like interacting with this stuff for the first time, and this is him like being like, I gotta go after Mackenzie, and like seeing how that played out, how that conversation happened. That was cool. That's edifying.
Yeah.
Gratifying?
Oh, that old man knows how to use YouTube. That's pretty cool.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Way to go. old boy.
Because wasn't that in the first episode where he like went to someone, he was like, "Hey, you got Twitter, right? Go tweet this."
Yeah.
She's like, "I only have 140 characters.
Make it work.
Yeah, back then. So I forgot that in the pilot you don't see Olivia Munn, you don't see Jane Fonda, you don't see like his whole team has left. So like a lot of the team for the whole rest of the series doesn't start till episode 2, which maybe that was an actual pilot thing. You don't have to hire as many people then.
Well, maybe they knew like Olivia Munn's character is going to be a thing, but maybe they didn't know who that was going to be yet. So, they're like, this person's not coming in. Who was Olivia Munn in this TV show? Like, what was her like role besides trying to get down with Donnie?
She's like the economics what's the word I'm looking for?
Like producer?
She's the expert.
She was like an anchor, wasn't she?
She did like so she did like the news, the day side, they call it like news on, but like segments on economic stuff, like market stuff. And then she came on in that like second episode to do it at 10 o'clock with Don and Elliot, the Hopper guy from Stranger Things. And then she does stuff off and on with Newsnight.
Mm-hmm.
But she's basically just a hot genius. Like
That's what Aaron Rodgers called her.
Yeah,
right?
Ooh, yeah.
Am I right?
She's like really she's got kind of like a Gilmore Girls kind of vibe, like fast talking, smart vibe. I don't know.
She could have been
Does
a
that
cooler
make sense?
older sister on the Gilmore Girls, probably.
Yeah. Something. And then her and Don have like a will they, won't they kind of thing. And then they do.
Yeah. Also,
And then they did.
also, BJ Novak was in this show.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Every time they showed his face, I was like, BJ Novak?
Yeah, every single time. I was like, it's BJ Novak. When did The Office end?
I didn't look, but I wonder if he has any writing credits on this, because I just feel like if he acts in something, that means he's involved in some other way.
Yeah, maybe.
But
How long was he in this show for?
just in this last season for sure, and I don't even think, well, it's only 6 episodes, so maybe the majority of the last season, but
It almost makes sense. The Office went to 2013, and this last season was in 2014. So he was out of a job trying to get some new stuff going.
You get some new stuff going.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So he like becomes the owner of the whole like of ACN, and he wants it to be all he wants to make millennials watch the news, and so it's like his whole deal is making everything about Twitter. And
So he's Ryan from The Office.
yes, yeah, 100%. This is, what is it? Dog, Wolf.
Talking about Wolf? You talking about Wolf?
Is that his Twitter thing?
Yeah, where you get like a tweet, a fax, like an email. You get everything.
Yeah,
The Wolf.
just a notification for everything.
And then another hard-hitting topic. I feel like I'm the news anchor, and I'm just interviewing you guys. What was up with that song break they did?
Yeah, that was the wildest thing I've seen in the finale in a long time.
What? Really?
That's like a silly thing that like I would have written down as a prediction. It's like, I think Will plays guitar and sings us a song.
That was out of character. And it
All
makes
of the
no
characters
sense.
join together and just sing a song. I thought that was the last 3 minutes of the episode. I thought after that song, like, it was going to fade to black and that was going to be the end. And it was like, look how good, happy, feely this whole show is.
Was that even mentioned in the write-up?
No.
Yeah. So there's a scene. It's what's his name's funeral?
Charlie.
Skinner.
Charlie Skinner's funeral.
Deputy Director
And, like,
Charlie Skinner of the X-Files.
Yeah. So it's Skinner who's like the boss of the whole place. His funeral, and then Will goes and talks to like his 2 grandkids and is talking about their like grandpa that just died. And then he starts like they're like the older grandchild is already holding like an upright bass.
Yeah.
And then like
you do.
Will picks up a guitar and like starts singing a song that was referenced by Charlie earlier in the episode.
You gotta stop there though, because the kid goes, "Oh, you play guitar on the side," and he goes, "No, I host the news on the side."
Yeah, they tried to make that a thing.
Yeah. So the three of them, play this old country song, and it kind of, with them like singing and harmonizing, kind of sounds like Avett Bros.
A little bit.
And then a bunch of other people join in, and a guy brings like a cajon.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was
yeah,
like
Gary.
those two playing like alone was like, oh, like he's like, consoling this like grandchild who lost his grandpa, and like being a nice guy, because we know he's like learning to be a good man again,
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like all these other characters flood in, and they're like, I know how to play guitar. One of the guys literally, I swear, he walked into the garage holding the guitar, like he like
No way. He picked it
It's
up.
like, I've been waiting for this moment.
So
Let's rock.
at the beginning of the episode, that guy, that's Jim, and he's sitting in his like empty apartment, and he's like listening to scales online, and then just like
dude's
ripping
listening to
solos.
like a basic major scale, and then he's just ripping solos. And I'm
It looks like he's trying to learn. It's very weird, and it's out of place. And then until he walks in and picks up that guitar.
Yeah,
It all makes sense
Yeah.
in the end.
it's crazy how convenient it was that we had that flashback of him learning guitar earlier.
So good.
It was fine. It was like everybody showing up was weird, and I think if they would have kept it like, even if Jim might have came in, like, and that was it, just those three, I think that would have been like fine. But they made it like they definitely like superimposed like people clapping at the end, like in it. There was some post-production clap.
Yeah, the whole
for
like
sure.
news team like walks up and listens.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And Gary is the guy in the cajon. Chris Chalk's his name. He's Lucius Fox in Gotham. A young Morgan Freeman, if you're into those
That's
movies.
the same guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I did not recognize
He's someone
him at
who's in
all,
this whole series, but starting from episode 2. Like most people.
I always love it. I always love it when they do that, when they have like they're almost a true pilot in a way. Weirdly enough, New Girl is a really good example. We've never seen New Girl on this show, have we? Right? We've never done New Girl, because I think it just
Oh, yeah, we have.
Yeah, we did.
we have. Oh,
We
Yeah.
did New Girl.
we've done too many.
It ends with a prank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've done too many episodes. Too many.
Josh has
But,
no
like-
idea what we've watched.
Well, like how like Coach is in the first episode, and then like in the next one he's gone, but then there's just like a different dude that's like he wasn't in the pilot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those changes are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Only when you make big changes like that will I allow you to call your TV show pilot.
Yeah, makes sense.
That, or if you're the TV show Pie World, where it makes full sense.
Yeah, so I don't know if like just earlier before this episode was written, Aaron Sorkin like learned that Jeff Daniels sang and actually played guitar or something, and so he just wrote it in. It felt
Just
out of
3
place.
Yeah, 3 years
Yeah.
of working together. He's like, wait, you play guitar? I
It was
have
a
an
random
idea.
3-minute deal.
I don't do the walk and talk anymore. Do you want to do the sit and play guitar? Let's see if we can make that happen.
Sit and get.
Sit and get. I hate that. I hate that.
The old sit
Um,
and get.
I mean, all in all, this last episode was like good. I liked that they went backwards in time. I wanted them to go forwards in time a little bit more. Like, people just getting promotions and the show going on doesn't seem as final as I wanted it to be. The pilot was exponentially better than the finale, in my opinion, based on what we saw. But that doesn't make me not want to watch episode 2 currently. Like, If I'm feeling like I want to sit down for an hour in the next week and like be like silent and watch a TV show, like, and pay attention, I think I'll put on Newsroom. So that's where I'm at with this TV show.
Nice.
Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, I think mostly the same. I think, there's just it wasn't what I expected in terms of a finale. I don't think it was bad, but I would have liked to see just like one last like hard news story.
I think if they would have put that in at any point, 5 minutes of that, I would have been extremely happy.
Yeah. I wanted one last job before we shut this thing down, but it was just like a, kind of just like nice stuff for the characters, which is not the vibe of the pilot.
Yeah, you get a lot more news, throughout the seasons. The end of this is basically what's his name? Novak? Ryan? Basically screwing up everything. And then it's got a little bit, to me, this finale has a little bit of a Game of Thrones vibe. Did we talk about this on the first and last season? Where like the penultimate episode is like where all the big stuff happens, like Maggie and Jim like kiss for the first time, Charlie dies, like all the big stuff happens, and then this is kind of the conclusion. Wrapping a little bit, like what's gonna happen now with Maggie and Jim. All of a sudden, like Will and Mackenzie are pregnant, so not as big of an episode.
Yeah, only 3 seasons available on Amazon.
I like that. Does Sorkin, is he, Jimmy, you're the resident Sorkin expert, so do you think it's this kind of show is like he's got a plan? Does he come out like, hey, I want to do this show, it's called The Newsroom, it's 3 seasons long, or like I have a story arc, this is what I want to do? Do you think he's that kind of guy? Or
I think he is. I think I would bet that, and I would say it's hard to say that about like a show like The West Wing because it got into the writers' strike, and before that even he ran into like legal trouble, I think, but then he came back for the last season or something. But it has a weird arc. It's kind of like the first 3 seasons of that are really good, and then it's clear that he's not around.
So if he's involved heavily, it ends up being a good show. But if he leaves, it falls apart a little bit.
I would think he has a lot. He has it in mind going into it.
Okay. I just assume like a show that seemed like it was a high cost the whole time. Like there's no, I mean, HBO shows are expensive generally, but like even in this 3rd season, it's just like a show like this on say like, I don't know, USA would go as long as possible, like if it could, without being canceled. So it's like for this show to end in 3 seasons seems like that was a deliberate choice, more so than you need to stop like making the show.
Yeah,
I think so.
Cool. Any last thoughts on this before we get into predictions?
It's the best. Watch it.
I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to say it's better than Supernatural, the most talked about show on this podcast. But I can't wait for you guys to watch that show sometime soon and hate everything.
Yeah, well, has that probably paused for the quarantine?
No, I think it's still going.
Is it? I know a lot of shows have been like paused. Showing reruns.
So far, I mean,
like production has been paused.
It's been taking weird breaks, but like that's pretty natural for like a CW show. CW shows take breaks.
True.
So it's been going.
I say that
so far
based solely on the Flareoverse world that was supposed to have a show last week and didn't because production studios have been closed.
Okay, I should, because I thought maybe Supernatural was supposed to have a show last week, but it didn't. But I also thought maybe it was just being weird. So if it doesn't have one this week, then I'm going to assume something's wrong.
Okay. We'll Google it.
So we'll find out. Predictions. Joe, you went first last time. Do you want to go first again?
Yeah, mine's pretty easy. 0 points. 'Cause I had Donald Trump reference. The big story is that Bin Laden is dead. A big
They
speech
do
by
that.
Will. Oh, they do that story?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll look for that episode.
Joe just wants
It
to
might
hear more
be
news about
two. It might
dead
be one or
Obama-
two episodes.
dead Osama.
Man, what if I watch that episode and like all of my predictions happen in it? Man.
We'll do that next.
Yeah. Ends with a big Will speech, which there wasn't. And then just an appearance by a pirate, which you didn't see.
Yeah, that's curious. I think they dropped the ball there of not ending the show. I mean, they ended when he started like, "Hello, welcome." Like they ended there,
Yeah,
but I feel like it should have ended on like the monologue beginning of his newscast. I think they missed that ending by 2 minutes essentially.
Sure.
Yeah, and I think a pirate would have really spiced up the funeral.
I agree. Are you gonna bury him? Are you sure he's dead? I got 1 point. Will retires. He definitely did not. John McCain did not appear. They did not talk about Edward Snowden or the NSA by any means, but I did get a point by Jim and Maggie getting together. Little kissies.
Yeah.
John McCain does
together.
appear in this show.
I'm telling you, man.
Because the whole, like, a lot of, I think, the second season is about, they skip ahead to, like, the 2012 election.
I scanned through episodes
Which is
after
really
we
cool.
were like, and I saw like election night or something. Like there was like at least 2 episodes on like specifically like election night or something. I think.
That whole
Yeah.
second season's really great.
Okay, cool. So 1
A lot
point
more
for me.
news. That's a Joe season.
Okay,
I love the news.
I like the news too. I think this is Josh season as well. I love it when he's talking news.
Yeah.
No, you stick to season 1.
I want a show where they don't have any relation outside of them producing the show and the people in the background scrambling to like get him what he needs to like make a good news show.
Yeah. There's some of that for sure. Wait, did you say that's what season that's in?
2,
Election
I think.
night?
Yeah, I think that's season 2. What did you get for points, Jimmy?
Okay. I said, I think I got 0. I wasn't really paying that close attention. I said a blue suit for Will. I think he was basically in like a funeral black suit.
He was
most
in
of the
funeral
time.
black pretty much the whole time, yeah. Unless he was wearing a blue suit at the
In that
very
final
end when he
thing,
started.
I didn't notice. And then
I
I
can't
said,
recall.
Don's shirt is not buttoned high enough. I'm pretty sure he was wearing.
He was
pretty
wearing funeral suit as well.
normal professional clothes. Even in the like flashbacks, I felt like he was just normal. And then I said Maggie is clumsy, and I think pretty much they were trying to make her look pretty grown up and
Pretty put together.
yeah, put together. So
What an adult she became.
Yeah. There actually is a line that Charlie Skinner says of like, did she just grow up 5 years or something? Because she ends up having to be the journalist like in a field piece because the Elliot Hopper he like has an allergic reaction like a minute before he's supposed to go on camera.
Eat a peanut right before it was showtime.
Something like that. Some kind of nut.
Why are peanuts the thing that like people are super allergic to?
Yeah, Joe, tell us.
Well,
I don't know, man.
You don't hear people being like, "I ate a carrot, I'm about to die." Like that's not really a thing.
Yeah, why is it peanuts?
Yeah, why is it
or
like
nuts
peanuts
that
and
are-
nuts? That's curious.
Lagoons.
Has science asked this question yet?
I don't think they've thought about it.
Well, hard-hitting questions in this basically just news podcast that we run now.
Newscast.
All right. Well, I think we've spoken our piece. So I think it's time to end this episode.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, listeners.
Wait, do we have time for a song? I got my guitar here.
can all of us grab instruments, and then also can we call 4 or 5 of our friends to also join this chat to play various things while we sing quick.
Let's do it.
But listeners, if you would like to, we would appreciate it. Rate us 5 stars or 3 or 4 or 2, but definitely 1. If
Yeah,
you're
what are
feeling
you, a monster?
And yeah, we'll do that stuff. Give us comments or whatever. During this fun time at home while we all get to do all the projects we've all wanted to do and would never had the time for. If you want us to watch a specific show going into season 6, if you are actually dying for Power Month, let us know. We're taking votes for Power Month.
Power Month? Wait, what is Power Month again?
You were on the last podcast. The month of Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Power
do
Month.
it. If they like it.
Please do that. If not, you can hit us up on the Twitters or the Gmails at FNL Podcast, FANDL Podcast on the Gmail and the Twitter. Hit us up. Chat with us. One of us will reply. Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Word.
Power Rangers Month.
Until then, we have over 130 other episodes to listen to. So you got plenty of corn listening to do. Is that the proper term?
The corn pod.
Corn potting. But yeah, that's about it. That is the end of this episode. So stop listening and anxiously await next week's episode. Goodbye.
I'm going to stop my recording now.